Hi friends, good morning. How are you? Andru ela unnaru? What you can say in English, there is one of the quotation like our life is like one of the egg. Okay, when the egg is broken from the outside force, the life is going to be ends. Okay, but when the egg is broken from the inside, okay, inside the life is going to be begins. Here the great things are going to be happen from the inside of the force. Okay, అంటే గొప్ప గొప్ప ఏంటంటారు గొప్ప గొప్ప పనులన్నీ ఇన్సైడ్ ఫోర్స్ అంటే కొద్దిగా ఫైర్ ఉంటేనే జరుగుతాయి అంటారు. జరుగుతాయి అంటారు చాలామంది. ఓకే, చాలామంది పెద్దలు లైక్ దట్. మై స్టూడెంట్స్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ టేకెన్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద టాపిక్ in GME, that is General Mechanical Engineering subject, and they have given one of the topic. Okay, um, whatever they have knowledge, they try to they given, so please try to see it and encourage it. Okay, thank you, and we will meet in the next video. Okay, right.
డిప్లొమా ట్రిపుల్ ఈ నుంచి ఈరోజు నా టాపిక్ వచ్చేసి వర్కింగ్ ఆఫ్ టూ స్ట్రోక్ సిఐ ఇంజన్. సిఐ ఇంజన్కి ఎస్ఐ ఇంజన్కి పెద్ద తేడా ఏం లేదు. సిఐ ఇంజన్లో అయితే స్పార్క్ ఇంజెక్టర్ ఉంటుంది, ఫ్యూయల్ ఇంజెక్టర్ ఉంటుంది. ఎస్ఐ ఇంజన్లో అయితే స్పార్క్ ప్లగ్ ఉంటుంది. సిఐ ఇంజన్లో వచ్చేసి మెయిన్గా ఫ్యూయల్ ఇంజెక్టర్, ఎగ్జాస్ట్ పోర్ట్, ఇన్లెట్ పోర్ట్, క్రాంక్ కేస్, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ పోర్ట్, క్రాంక్ షాఫ్ట్ ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఈ పార్ట్ని టీడీసీ అంటారు, ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఈ పార్ట్ని బీడీసీ అంటారు. ఇది మనకు కనపడేది పిస్టన్, ఇది కనెక్టింగ్ రాడ్, ఇది క్రాంక్ షాఫ్ట్. మనకి ఫస్ట్ స్ట్రోక్లో ఏంటంటే పిస్టన్ బీడీసీ నుంచి టీడీసీకి మూవ్ అవుతుంది, అంటే కింద నుంచి పైకి అనమాట. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇక్కడున్న దీంట్లో క్రాంక్ కేజ్లో ఉన్న కంప్రెస్డ్ ఎయిర్ అంతా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ పోర్ట్ ద్వారా సిలిండర్లో మూవ్ అవుతుంది, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవుతుంది. దీంతో పిస్టన్ పైకి మూవ్ అయినప్పుడు ఇక్కడున్న ఎయిర్ అంతా అది చాలా ఒత్తిడికి గురవుతుంది. ఎయిర్ ఇంకా టెంపరేచర్ చాలా ఒత్తిడికి గురై చాలా పెరిగిపోతాయి. ఇప్పుడు ఫ్యూయల్ ఇంజెక్టర్ ఫ్యూయల్ని ఇంజెక్ట్ చేస్తుంది సిలిండర్లోకి. ఫ్యూయల్ ఇంజెక్టర్ ఫ్యూయల్ ఇంజెక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. అప్పుడు దానికి అదే ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఫ్యూయల్ ఏదైతే ఇంజెక్ట్ అయిందో అది బర్న్ అవుతుంది. ఈ పిస్టన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది పైకి వచ్చేటప్పుడు క్రాంక్ కేస్లో చిన్న వ్యాక్యూమ్ అనేది ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది, వ్యాక్యూమ్ ఎయిర్. ఎందుకంటే అది పైన ఎయిర్ అంతా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడానికి. ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ స్ట్రోక్లో ఇప్పుడు ఏదైతే ఫ్యూయల్ ఇంజెక్ట్ అయిందో అది ఇంకా కంప్రెస్డ్ గ్యాసెస్, దీంట్లో ఉన్న మిక్చర్, ఫ్యూయల్ అండ్ ఎయిర్ మిక్చర్, అవి బర్న్ అయిపోతాయి. బర్న్ అయ్యి సడన్గా ప్రెషర్ ఇంకా టెంపరేచర్, గ్యాస్ యొక్క టెంపరేచర్ అండ్ ప్రెషర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిపోతుంది. దాని ద్వారా గ్యాస్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది ఎక్స్పాండ్ అయ్యి ఈ పిస్టన్ని కిందకి పుష్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ ప్రక్రియలో ఒక హీట్ ఎనర్జీ అనేది ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. ఆ హీట్ ఎనర్జీ మెకానికల్ వర్క్కి కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఈ పిస్టన్ పైనుంచి కిందకు వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఏదైతే ఎగ్జాస్ట్ వాల్వ్ ఉందో దాంట్లోంచి కొన్ని బర్న్ అయిన ఎయిర్, కొంచెం ఏదైతే బర్న్ అయిందో అదంటే ఎగ్జాస్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. అట్లా కొంచెం ఎయిర్ కొంచెము ఇక్కడ మిగిలిపోతుంది సిలిండర్లో. ఆ మిగిలిపోయిన ఎయిర్ ద్వారా సిలిండర్లో ఒక స్కావెగింగ్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. ఎయిర్ ఏదైతే ఈ పిస్టన్ కిందకి రావడం ద్వారా ప్రొడ్యూస్ అయిందో అదంతా ఇక్కడ ఈ క్రాంక్ కేస్లో కంప్రెస్ అవుతుంది. దాన్నే మనం క్రాంక్ కేస్ కంప్రెషన్ అంటాం. ఇట్లా మన టూ స్ట్రోక్ సిఐ ఇంజన్ పనిచేస్తుంది. ఈ పిస్టన్ మూవ్ అవడం వల్ల మనకి హీట్ ఎనర్జీ మెకానికల్ ఎనర్జీలో కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. మీరు చూస్తున్నారు కదా, ఇది ఒక బైక్ ఇంజన్, ఇది ఎస్ఐ ఇంజన్, ఇది ఫ్యూయల్ స్పార్క్ ప్లగ్. ఫ్యూయల్ని ఇంజెక్ట్ చేస్తుంది, దీంట్లోంచే ఆ స్పార్క్ని ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసి బర్న్ అయ్యేటట్టు, ఫ్యూయల్ బర్న్ అయ్యేటట్టు చేస్తుంది. ఇది క్లచ్ వైర్, ఇది ఇంజన్ ఆయిల్ వాల్వ్, ఇది ఇంజన్. ఇక్కడ బర్న్ అయిన గ్యాస్ అంతా ఈ పైప్లోంచి సైలెన్సర్లోంచి ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోతుంది వెహికల్ నుంచి. ఇది ఎగ్జిట్ వాల్వ్, ఎగ్జాస్ట్ వాల్వ్. ఇది ఫ్యూయల్ ఎగ్జాస్ట్ వాల్వ్. ఫ్యూయల్ని ఎగ్జాస్ట్.
My dear friends, I am Ajay. I am pursuing my diploma second year in Samskriti College of Engineering in Triple E department. In this video, I am going to explain you about Cochrane boiler. First of all, what is meant by a boiler? A boiler is a closed vessel in which the fluid, generally the water, is heated. The applications of these boilers are it is used in thermal power plant, power generating plants, and it is used in industries like textile industries and some other industries. Now let us see what is the working of this Cochrane boiler. This is the diagram of Cochrane boiler. This is the diagram, as you can see, Cochrane boiler. The Cochrane boiler, it is a multi-tubular internally fixed natural air circulation boiler. In this boiler, the fire tubes are placed horizontally. It is a fire tube boiler also because the fire tubes are placed horizontally and the water is surrounded by the fire tubes. This is a diagram. These are the fire tubes and this is the water surrounded by it. And the constructional details of this fire tube boiler includes that shell, grate, combustion chamber, fire tubes, manhole, and some other things. First of all, what is meant by a combustion chamber? Combustion chamber, it is the place where the burning of fuel takes place. And the fire tubes, next one. The fire tubes, it is also a multi-tubular fire tubes. The hot fuel gases from the combustion chamber travels to the smoke box through the fire tubes. And next, manhole. Manhole, it is provided for the cleaning and inspecting of boiler from inside. Okay, these are the constructional details. These are the parts. This is the combustion chamber. Now I have explained. And this is the fire tubes and this is the water. And it is the final output steam which we will be getting. Next, this is the grate where the coal is placed. Next, working. In the Cochrane boiler, the fuel is inserted into the firebox and placed on the grate. This is the grate, the fuel is placed. The fuel is burnt in the firebox, means here. And due to the burning of this fuel, the fuel is burnt here. And due to the burning of this fuel, the smoke and hot fuel gases are sent out into the combustion chamber. It means the hot fuel gases are burnt here and the produced gases are sent into the combustion chamber. And from this combustion chamber, the hot fuel gases are sent outer into the fire tubes, means these tubes, and the water is surrounded by these tubes. The hot fuel gases from inside exchange heat from the hot gases to the water. Due to the exchange of this heat, the temperature of water gets increased and it is converted into steam. The produced steam is moved upward and collected at the top of the boiler in the semicircular shape. It means here hot fuel gases and the water exchange their heat and the temperature of this water is increased, and due to the increase the water is converted into steam. The produced steam is collected at the top of the semicircular shape, means here. And this is the construction details and working process of Cochrane boiler. These type of Cochrane boilers are used in power generating plants and some other etc. Thank you.
Hi, this is Banu from 3D second year and my room number is 19259W109. In this video, I would like to explain about the Cochrane boiler. This is the diagram of Cochrane boiler, which has the major parts around, Basically, the Cochrane boiler is mainly used for that to produce the steam from the water boiler, and its construction is very simple, and it is a very cheap in cost, and it has the major parts that is which has the vertical and multi-tubular initial and natural circulation boiler. It is generally a vertical multi-tubular and it is burned as natural. It is maybe used as natural boiler. Why it is called as a vertical multi-tubular? Because it has the tubes are which has placed in horizontal manner as per the construction. Now we will see the construction or the main parts of in the Cochrane boiler and explaining deeply. Shell. It is a vertical axial cylinder drum while having heavy spiral at the top. It is nothing but which has protecting the Cochrane boiler has placed at the top of the boiler, and which has vertical drums, which has a vertical and cylindrical drums with a heavy spherical top at the top, which and it also useful for the protecting the boiler. And second one is a grate. It is a platform where the coal will be burned. It is called as a grit. And third one is the combustion chamber. The combustion chamber which mainly used to burn the coal and which mainly used to burn the coal. Also which takes combustion in this mainly combustion are be taken in this combustion chamber. And fourth one is fire tubes. It is a multi-tubular. It means that which place the tubes side by side. In a multi-tubular, the hot fuel gases which are flows from combustion chambers to the fire tubes, and its mainly function is to exchange the heat. Mainly functions to exchange the heat from the fuel gases and helps to the water. And fifth one is the manhole. Manhole is provided for the it's mainly general part which dust and the dust particles will be removed by the humans. The task construction has been completed. Now we will see how the Cochrane boilers will working. The Cochrane boiler which has the fuel inserted into the firebox and placed on a grit, and the fuel is injected to the fire hole which provided at the right side of the bottom. Before we have seen this the diagram that at the right side which has present the fire hole, from the fire hole will be injected the fire to burn the coal. The fuel is burned in the firebox due to the burning of fuel, and then smoke and heat fuel gases are sent out, and the heat fuel gases are sent out through the combustion chamber. Then the heat fuel gases enters through the combustion chamber to the fire tubes. This is called as the fire tubes. Hot fuel gases which are enters through the fire tubes, enters to the combustion chambers and then enters to the fire tubes which are surrounded by the water. Due to the heat, the water will be converted into the steam and converted into steam, and the steam which has collected at the top of the Cochrane boiler which has seen in the figure. This is the portion of the steam which has been stored by the burning of water due to the in the tubes which are flowing the hot fuel gases. And excessive hot will be enters into the fuel gas, and the exhaust fuel gases will be enters into the chimney, and exhaust the fuel gases which have be directly cannot be sent to the environment because it be affects to the environment. So some of the cooling process will be happen, that is air rafter or air cooling methods will be used, and then after cooling the fuel gases and then slowly will be sent out to environment by chimney. And it is advantages. It mainly it is easy to maintain, and it has a very cheap cost, and it is eco-friendly. And disadvantages is mainly that harmful gases will affect to the environment which is coming out from the chimney. It will be affected to the global warming. Internal default can if baby occurs, we cannot be identified very easily. It is one of the disadvantages for the Cochrane boiler. Applications of an Cochrane boiler is that it is used for the power generation, and it is eco-friendly, and it has more efficiency. That's it. This is about the Cochrane boiler, which has the constructions, main parts, and working, and applications and disadvantages. I would maybe I thinking that you maybe
Good
understand.
afternoon, sir. My name is Sai Kumar. I am from Ridley second year of rule number 182598809. Today, let us discuss about steam turbines. First of all, what do we mean by a turbine? A turbine is a fluid machine which operates to convert the energy of fluid into mechanical energy. That is, the water energy is converted into mechanical energy. Now, moving on to steam turbines. A steam turbine is a device which operates to convert the kinetic energy of steam into mechanical energy. That is, the kinetic energy of steam is converted into mechanical energy. And this steam turbine mainly consists of certain elements like nozzles, blades or vanes, rotor and casing. And now let us discuss about the working principle of steam turbine. In steam turbines, high velocity steam is impinged on the curved blades. That is, a high velocity steam is made to fall on these curved blades. Due to this, the direction of flow of change of steam is changed. When the direction of flow of steam is changed, then there will be a change in the momentum of the body. Due to the change in the momentum of the body, it produces a torque, which made to turn the rotor. That is, the rotation takes place in this. And the steam turbines are mainly classified according to the nature of their action. That is, they are classified into three types. First one is impulse turbine, second one reaction turbine, and third one is impulse reaction turbine. But mainly we use only two types of turbines, that is impulse turbine and reaction turbine. Now let us discuss about impulse turbine. Impulse turbine is defined as, if the energy available at the inlet of the steam turbine is only kinetic energy, then the turbine is known as impulse turbine. That is, if the input of the turbine is only kinetic energy, then the turbine is known as impulse turbine. In impulse turbine, the steam available at the steam obtained from the boiler is made to pass through the nozzles. That is, the steam is expanded in the nozzles. Here, the main purpose of nozzles is to reduce the pressure of the steam. That is, the pressure of the steam is reduced in these nozzles. Due to the fall in pressure of steam, the heat energy is converted into kinetic energy.
Though
The steam available in the form of a jet with a high velocity is made to enter the blades. When the steam enters these blades, the direction of the rotation of the steam is made to change. The steam, after striking over the blades leaves in different directions. That is, after striking the blades, it moves to different directions, and due to this, the velocity of steam is reduced. Due to the change in momentum of the steam, a force is caused to act on the rotor. This force will rotate the